Okay, guys, welcome to your first recorded mini lecture for session one. So how these work are I take the main parts of the section that we're going to read, I revisit them myself, and I kind of just give you my thoughts. Let me tell you why. I wanted to do this so that you guys would already have my thoughts, and sometimes they'll be mine, sometimes they'll be Josh's, before class, because I didn't want to spend our value class time talking like this. You guys know I like to ramble, right? So I want you to already have this, and then that way we can spend more of the time talking about your guys' thoughts. So anyway, for section one, and this is broken down into three kind of big themes. There's aspire, which is while you're climbing the mountain. There's success while you're at the top of the mountain. There's failure, because inevitably we're going to fail, right? And we'll get to that more. But so for each session, you'll look at one of these videos, kind of record your thoughts. You'll answer the 3 questions in the study guide, and you'll come to class prepared. Let's jump into it. So for session one, I want to talk about the definition that Ryan Holiday gives ego. And, you know, if we're looking at it from the Freudian sense, the ego is just the existence of ourselves. But for this book, we're not talking about that. We're talking about ego as sort of the unhealthy, inflated version of us seeing ourselves. Like if you think about a guy with a big ego, I can't think of who that would be. Definitely not me, right? But somebody who really thinks the world of themselves and has to tell everybody how great they are. That is the sort of ego we're talking about. And you guys will notice I may be looking up as I'm saying this. I've taken notes to make sure I cover the important stuff for each session. You know, history is full of people that we celebrate. People that have giant egos and have made it. Like Steve Jobs or a Kanye West. These dudes who just love them, you know? People will say, well, those people made it, so you have to have an ego. You have to have an unhealthy sense of self. But if we really look at it, no, you don't. Those people that succeeded, they succeeded despite that, not because of that. And often when they made their breakthroughs was when they had a humble disposition, not the times that they had that inflated sense of ego. And what we see, what's best is these dudes or dudettes, right, who rise to the occasion. What's best is if they do it in a slow, gradual grind. Like we talk about that rough side of the mountain, because that enables us to keep our ego in check. So I want you to think about, as you go through this and you help build this company, what is it that you're doing slowly, improving yourself, really keeping an eye on your actual account of your capacities and shortcomings, right? Because we need to make sure that our sense of self is based on actual data, facts. Do I think I'm the greatest because I just say that? Or do I think I'm good because I have a proven track record of success? And the more soberly and the more, I don't know what word to use, the more realistically we can look at the things that we've done, where we've really knocked it out of the park and where we've come up short, the better real idea we can get of our abilities. You know, when we were in school, people of my age, we had this big self-esteem movement. We literally sit down and write, I am the greatest, I am so smart, I am so funny. And it was a huge disservice to us because we weren't basing that on anything, right? Like, I'm the smartest kid in the world, I'm the funniest kid in the world. No, you're not. There's only one of those, and it damn sure wasn't me, right? So we need to really focus on what is it that makes us good, or what is it that makes us have to improve. We have to have an honest evaluation. We have to separate ourselves from ourselves and really look at it and keep an accurate description of who we really believe ourselves to be. And a lot of that comes with listening to feedback from people, right? Oh, well, they say I need to improve this, but no, I don't. What do they know? I'm the greatest there is. That's poison, man. You know, we deal with some of that. Keep in mind how we can do that with the people in our charge, too. You really just got to learn to see yourself at a distance. So something Ryan Holiday says is, although we have to think big, we have to act small. You guys know I say little things aren't little things. They're pieces of big things. Think on that. I try to keep these around 5 minutes or less, so I don't want to hold up too much of your time. But yeah, you'll have one of these for every session. So I will see you soon. We will talk about this in session one. Make sure you get your 3 questions answered. Thank you, guys.